Hello and welcome to another of my journals. This one is probably especially junky. I was trying to make something purely out of materials that I had that everybody would have, that it's something that I could show to people and they could just go home, collect everything and make something like this straight away. So let's just get into it. Zoot bound and just a small strip, which is something I haven't done before, and to be honest I probably won't repeat. It makes the journal a little bit unstable when you're using it, but it served the purpose at the time. So this one is an internet image that I just printed at home. I've antiqued it with Tim Holtz Distress ink and also some metallic inks that I had, and just adhered a little tab that said journal as the number plate. Used polka dot duct tape down the side. On the back I've printed the image in reverse and just used the same duct tape there. The closure is again the hair tie and brads, which I'm rather fond of. Charms on the side is just literally a piece of an old necklace. Alright, let's see if it's still in the frame. Yes, right. On the inside of this I've used a piece of a newspaper from, in this case, 1961, and I have Mod Podged over the top of this to preserve it, and I've also antiqued it slightly and then just sprayed the whole lot with a clear glaze which stops it being tacky. First page is an acetate that I've printed just with, without the rain there would be no rainbows, because it blended so beautifully with the image behind, which was a little gnome and a rainbow in the distance. So the umbrella just works rather beautifully there. And the book image, to get it positioned right for the acetate, I've just adhered it to a piece of cardstock. On the back of that we have a lovely bright envelope, a piece of paper I think I found in a magazine that just coordinated with the whole rainbow theme, and I think that was off some junk mail. Little dimensional butterfly, and in there is a wee book that I've made just out of some recycled paper, just scrapbooking paper on the back, washi tape to bind, and a paper clip to hold. So that's that. And in contrast to all these bright colours, we have a beautiful postcard of Queensland. Queensland at night. New Zealand by day. Interesting. Wrapping paper as the back there, a local postcard, and this is the back of the wrapping paper, so it's one of those lovely reversible papers with really vibrant colours, and I've just adhered the postcard with washi tape. This is a page from actually my mother when she was at school. She was just learning colour and doing design, so it's one of the pages out of her original textbooks. A wee piece of a postcard that I had left over from something I'd done earlier, a doily, scrapbooking paper, some seed packets that I was gifted from America obviously, and in them I've just printed internet images in the appropriate flowers and just stapled a wee piece of fabric on as a tag. So they've got lovely flowers in there, and the idea is that actually sits over the top like that. Crossword puzzle or code cracker, another New Zealand postcard, page from a really amusing book on household tips, tea bag tag and a little charm on the end of the string, a beautiful paper bag from overseas that I've used as a pocket, and just a piece of internet ephemera there. Beautiful Russian calligraphy, well, not calligraphy, beautiful Russian book, which I've just popped a wee piece of scrapbooking paper on top, attached with washi, so that you can actually journal on that page and it's not wasted. Some playing cards that I've just popped in, with that paper. These are actually, I'm not sure, I picked them up at a hospice shop and I just love the shape, so I popped that in. A whole diary page with the camellias, a coin pocket that I've made and just popped a piece of cardstock into it, so that can either be attached into the book or just left loose. an old envelope with washi and a wee piece of the postcard that I've used as an extension there, and the rest of the postcard, more washi, old packaging from some spa products. This, I'm actually not sure, it came with some very old machinery, and I love the colour, I love orange. It was a little torn at the top, so I just punched a hole and used reinforcing eyelets and some ribbon through there, and it had a join down there, so I've actually just hand stitched this herringbone stitch into there just to add interest, and so that's just the back of the stitching. A wee book I had on German quotations. I love the calligraphy, I have no idea what they say. The pages were quite interesting. Instead of being single paper like most of our books, they were actually folded back on themselves, so every page was actually 2 pieces of paper, and it had this gap in the middle, so I've just turned that into a pocket. A piece of an incense box, which I've hand cut a tab top out of just to add interest to the book. A book image, old wrapping paper that I've made a pocket out of, and because it's actually quite fragile, I've just used washi tape around the edge just to reinforce it. And that was a wee internet image that I really loved, so I've just tucked that in there. I haven't backed it, I probably should, but I haven't. Scrapbooking paper with a doily and washi. Some beautiful recycled paper there. Just silk ribbon stapled onto that. Page from a children's storybook with a little envelope just stuck on the back, and I've popped a piece of card inside to leave it as a fold to extend the flap so that you've got this nice space you can write, and then some paper in there for extra journaling. Handmade paper of some sort, and I've just put scrapbooking paper there, cut it on an angle and made a wee pocket out of it with these lovely contrasting textures and prints. An old writing card, gift card, that I've just adhered down 2 sides and actually sliced the top, which is where it would normally fold back, and turned it into a pocket, so it's just got 2 tags which I got off the internet in there. An old window envelope from 1973, and in it is a bookmark that I was given that actually makes me go a bit cross-eyed, so I've just popped it in there. It kind of works with the shape of the envelope. Paint chips in 3 coordinating colours with coordinating ribbon. Atlas page. Old gift bag, which I just popped a tag and a tab. Some Easter ephemera that I've picked up somewhere. These are really cute, so nostalgic. That was the kind of imagery that was very large in my childhood, so quite like that. The back of a children's storybook, which I adore the colours and the cute little pictures on it, so that's in there. This was a window envelope that I've just cut down to make into essentially a coin envelope size, and internet image stuck onto some white cardstock so that he shows through because he's rather jolly cute. Journaling paper, scrapbooking paper where I've just folded up the bottom and stuck it down on the side and turned it into a tag, a pocket for this scrapbooking thingy that you get. I think it might be part of Project Life, I'm not sure. Diary page, piece of cardstock that I made a tag out of. Wonderful noddy. A window envelope I cut down to a single page just so that you get this wonderful sound as you're going through. Scrapbooking paper, 1966 diary. Advertising from a pair of shoes, but I really like the fold out, so I've essentially just left that and turned the, I'm still in frame, turned the end into a pocket, which does tend to stick, but there's a wee card in there just for writing, and I imagine as the journal is being used this could be covered. Another diary page, and more of that old newspaper. I did make a mistake and I'm reluctant to throw anything away, so rather than waste the fact that I had cut it too short. I just popped an extra strip across the top, which kind of just adds interest. And the yellowness is not reproduction, that was original. I've just antiqued the edges and again Mod Podged over the top, which seals it nicely. So that's that one. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you're a little bit inspired. Thank you.